all of the nerve endings are always still there in the penis.
Okay.
So whether it's erect or not, you can still have an orgasm. Hey everybody, my name is Nadége. I'm a sex scholar, best-selling author, and the founder of Pleasure Science, and today I'm going to talk about sex with Sara.
Hi everyone, I'm Sara Loverays. I am a live streamer and content creator in the adult industry, and I have a background in physical therapy. But I'm curious, is there any indicators of semen health that our viewers should be aware of?
Not that I know of off the top of my head, other than if there's blood in the semen or urine, a great question for your doctor, but as far as I know, I can't think of anything that would indicate, unless it's purple or like lime green, then we want to check that out.
Yeah. So sounds like if there's changes to your semen color or
consistency, always something good to chat with your doctor about. But these things could be a result of stress, a result of aging.
Even sometimes what you eat or medication.
What you eat, yeah, absolutely, medication, 100%. So, and keep in mind that when it comes to the orgasm, the ejaculation and the orgasm, these are actually two separate bodily functions.
I do want to get into that.
Yeah. So it's perfectly normal for someone to have an orgasm and not actually ejaculate and have no semen come out.
Okay.
That does happen because, again, these are two different bodily functions. Because they often happen together, where we connect them and think, okay, orgasm means a spritz.
Yeah.
But that isn't necessarily true. And this is great news when we're thinking of erectile dysfunction, because we put penetration on such a pedestal and we think that that's the purpose of sex. So many people are stressed about erectile dysfunction.
Absolutely.
Right? But in fact, all of the nerve endings are always still there in the penis.
Okay.
So whether it's erect or not, you can still have an orgasm. Because all of these things are actually different bodily functions.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've definitely held space for people that have confided in me that they've had ED, and to me it's not a big deal. I'm like, we can take our time, whatever the experience is, I'm here for it. And I love holding and creating that safe space. But hopefully if you're experiencing this or you have fears of it in the future, it can calm your nerves a little bit, that everything can still be pleasurable.
Yeah, because all the nerve endings are still there, right? You can still play, and sex is how adults play with each other, right? And I think
like calling it playtime.
It is,
too.
it's playtime. And we need to be so much more creative, because if we are thinking that sex is supposed to be something hard sliding into something wet, we're limiting so much pleasure, but then we're also putting so much pressure around this one function and not noticing all these other things. And also, again, right? Vulvas only orgasm 20% of the time from penetration. So we're focusing so much on this one act that 80% of the time doesn't give us the orgasmic pleasure that we're thinking it will.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So there's a lot of fun things to unpack here. And a question I also get asked sometimes is about fertility and sperm. Can you look at the sperm and see, or the load, and be like, oh, this person is more or less fertile, or if I had a smaller load, am I less fertile? Again, there's really no evidence to suggest any of those things, at least as far as I've seen so far, when we're looking just topically at a sperm load, right?
Okay.
That's something you'd want to get tested more. You'd need to find out in a lab. If you've been performing with someone and they've been going back to back, well, of course they're going to have a smaller load at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's totally normal. Yeah.